Today was also graduation day for many Badgers. The UW-Madison 2022 winter commencement ceremony was held at the Cole Center, where more than 6,000 students and families gathered to celebrate. Anthony Ginnack is graduating from the School of Human Ecology after just 3.5 years. And on top of that, he's graduating with a new heart.
I was trying to graduate in 3 years, and what happened was because of the heart transplant, all my classes got marked like incomplete, and then I just did those over the summer. So I was, missed it by a semester, but we're still here. So.
Keynote speaker and comedian Charlie Barron spoke at the ceremony, along with Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin, who was attending her first graduation ceremony as a Badger.